Do you still dream, Hunter, of those slain by your hand?
Good day, dreamers! Aventurine has just shown me Robin's dream pool. Then I went on an adventure with Sparkle and Black Swan. And with that, you're caught up. I'm Rainyflix. I'm doing a blind playthrough of Star Rail. Today I'm starting off with some Myriad Celestia trailers. If you want to skip those, go straight to the quest. There's time codes on the video. This one is called Sparkle Behind the Curtain, and it's fitting because we just had Sparkle's quest last time. It's Sparkle right there.
It doesn't matter who I am off stage.
Is that how she actually looks like?
All the audience needs to know is that when I'm on stage, I'm just Sparkle.
That is what she looks like normally.
It's you, my beloved mask. When I'm happy, you're smiling too. When I'm angry, you're still smiling. When I'm sad, you keep on smiling. You're like a veil that I can hide under.
Always happy.
The one wearing the veil, that's Sparkle. It's you, my beloved mask. When I'm happy, you're smiling too. When I'm angry, you're screaming too. When I'm sad, you're crying too. You're like a mirror, showing my reflection.
Okay.
The one in the mirror, that's Sparkle.
Oh, right, she's evolving. 99 shows, then 990 shows.
It's you, my beloved mask. When I'm happy, you're screaming. When I'm angry, you're crying. When I'm sad, you're smiling. You're like a face staring at me. I'm not Sparkle. No, I am Sparkle. So, when I realized life was just a play, I wanted to leave the stage. Because off stage, there's an even bigger stage. What do you say? Who's the real Sparkle?
Ooh, that's kind of unsettling. I think there's some parallels we can draw here still with the Joker, and specifically the Dark Knight Joker. Didn't Heath Ledger get so into character as well that he went a little bit insane? He had a diary filled with chaotic, disturbing images to get into character. He also insisted on adding his own makeup to get the unhinged aesthetic that he had in the Dark Knight Batman movies. Intense method acting preparations, including a month-long self-isolation. For me personally, Heath Ledger, I don't think you can top him as the Joker. He was so uncanny and creepy, and the performance was so fantastic. So I feel like there's something we can draw here in Sparkle, unless her mask is actually cursed in some way and it slowly drove her insane over time, and not even just drive her insane, but maybe possessed her in a way. It was absorbing her own personality and applying its own to her, sort of like a descent into madness. And I know there's tons of different curios in Star Rail that have various magical properties. So a spirit mask that could alter your personality isn't the craziest thing. Next up, a moment among the stars, sparkling tricks.
The world's just like a big non-stop circus, showcasing beasts brawling all day and night.
Creepy.
Bears on unicycles, lions leaping through fire hoops, monkeys juggling bowls. Me, I'm happy being a side character in the background, cheering on those who have the limelight. Then at the climax of the performance, bang! sparkling like fireworks into brilliant colors. You think the leading character would dare do this?
Yep, it's still unsettling vibes. I didn't get too much out of that one, it was just unsettling. Chanvax in the comments has also directed me to this Myriad Celestia trailer, Kyoden, A Cleave Across the Transient World. And this one dives into Acheron's backstory, I've been told.
Do you still remember why Izumo forged these blades?
Because in times past, when the Yao Yorozu no Kami descended here, they wrought death and disaster on this world and its people.
That must be Acheron talking.
To save the world, Izumo splintered 70,033 blades and forged them into the 12 Sentinels. The first was truth, forged by the Sovereign of Revelation. It could teach mortals the way of the law and create miracles from the deconstruction of all things. The second was sky, forged by the eternal zenith.
Ooh.
It could form a barrier from the firmament and prevent the innumerable gods of misery from passing through. The third was howl, able to summon lightning to rend the heavens and meteors to rain down divine punishment.
Oh, like Raiden and Genshin Impact. No, I'm just joking.
The fourth was mist, able to break earth and tear cloud with biting wind and rain. The fifth was frost, freezing the land in an instant. The sixth was fate, the restless cycle of life and death. Then there was flare, thought, root, form, bind, maw. With those sentinels, we seized on tomorrow's expectation, winning victory after victory, until...
All of them were broken. The price of every victory was a world in its entirety. And in the end, that entirety was lost. And so Izumo splintered 12 sentinels and forged them into 2 bearers. The first was origin. The second was end. The world forged 70,047 blades, and only one could save Izumo. But you and I both know the road to salvation does not exist. There is no trace of tomorrow. Resisting the Kamigami, humanity will eventually become Oni. We pawned everything, all for the destruction of 2 worlds. In times past, Takamagahara, upon which the Kami descended, was surely as beautiful as Izumo. So, do you still remember why Izumo forged these blades?
Because of a lie. An end that never existed. We long since strode into their shadow. Each step forward one that we can never walk. Until the last blade is forged into... not.
Uh-huh.
I knew this world was fleeting. And yet...
She had some deep backstory there. There was a lot of things going on. I can't say I've really understood much of it though, to be honest. I feel like it introduced a lot of elements very quickly, so it was a little bit hard following. Luckily, the lore keepers of Honkai Star Rail has got us covered. The trailer on its own describes how Acheron became an emanator. The complete story goes like this. There used to be 2 planets, Izumo and Takamagahara. Acheron is from the planet Izumo. These 2 planets orbited a black hole instead of a star. One day, demonic beasts, or kami, descended from Takamagahara onto Izumo. The reason for this is stated as the evil kami came only to kill. As the planet of Izumo was on the brink of death, they managed to slay a sovereign among the kami. They used this kami's body and forged the first Edict Edge sword. The people learned to use this Edict Edge to master the powers of kami to fight back against the kami. From then on, people of planet Izumo forged a total of 12 Edict Edges, or the blades, by defeating more kami. The trailer mentions that it cost 70,000 warriors' blades and countless lives to create these sentinels. The 12 swords shown in the trailer are those 12 sentinels. During this time, Izumo used these sentinels to power their neon cities. This neon city looks a lot like this scene from a few quests ago. I don't necessarily think it's actually the place. It's just where my mind wandered to. After nearly 10 amber eras of use, all the sentinels broke. It was a time when the wars came to a halt and the world was empty with dead souls. Then the last 2 blades were forged as bearers of this world's destiny, origin and end. However, they too broke in the end. With everything lost, the maiden was left with one last blade, her life. At this point, she finally accepted the eventual fate, the lie of this world she lived in. The lie that Izumo and Takamagahara both had an end, when in reality both planets were destined to be swallowed by the black hole they orbited. It was an unchangeable truth of her world. All the suffering her planet endured amounted to nothing, as this was inevitably the way it would end. In Izumo's final moments, Acheron's last blade, life forged into naught, the nihility, as she slashed it against the fate of her world. With none of the people she knew and loved alive anymore, she gave up on life and embraced nihility, possibly becoming a self-annihilator in the process. It could be that her sword of naught, or nihility, was created by her drawing powers from the Aeon of Nihility. Perhaps the black hole the dual planets orbited was the Aeon of Nihility from the start. And the reason why the Aeon of Nihility made her into an emanator was due to her life becoming naught. It is also implied that Takamagahara used to be a planet with neon cities as well. It could be that Kami invaded Takama Divine first and then spread to Izumo. At present, none of the 2 planets exist as they were both swallowed by the black hole. And then there's also some correlations to Honkai 3rd, which I haven't played. Let's look at the main Honkai Impact 3rd references in this trailer. The trailer itself shows an alternate Honkai Impact 3rd-like world that failed to defend against Honkai, or the Kami, which results in just one of the main protagonists of Honkai Impact 3rd-like world to be alive. The 12+2 Sentinels are references to Hershers, ones that can use Kami, in their order of appearance in Honkai Impact 3rd. However, nihility is not something that existed in Honkai Impact 3rd and is where the story differs in Honkai Star Rail. Okay, so the generally displays the order of events that led up to her becoming the emanator of possibly nihility. I am very strongly leaning towards her being the emanator of nihility, but still hasn't been confirmed anywhere. It's just very heavily hinted at. Thanks, Cat with Blue Hat, for the explanation video as well. Before we fully get into the quest today, because it is coming, I swear to you, I found a super cool feature that I have to nerd out about. I was made aware by Nukes in the previous main story quest video. There's a secret ending if you don't follow Aventurine into Robin's room. Now, I found the video on YouTube, but I did some digging in Fate's Atlas and I discovered that you can replay quest chapters. And I was so excited. I might be the only one who's excited about this, but I tested it out with this one and it actually takes you into the quest again. So you can get a recap of that little section. You decline Aventurine's invite and return to reality to regroup with your companions, or you can play through it if you click on the play button. Aventurine isn't here, you know that, and so does he. You can also choose to turn around and find out what the facts are directly from his mouth. But if you insist on going forward, that signals a rejection. Leave directly. After careful consideration, you decline Aventurine's invitation. This time, he simply watches as you depart from the memory zone without asking you to stay. Returning to reality, you reunite with your companions. After a thorough discussion, the crew decides to assist Penacony, leading to the revelation of conspiracy orchestrated by the IPC. With the expulsion of all ill-intentioned visitors, the Charmony Festival proceeds smoothly. As honored guests, you partake in the joyous atmosphere, filled with laughter, clinking glasses full of Soul Glad, and the exuberant singing and dancing of the crowd. May this moment last forever, and may we never awaken from this euphoric dream. Honkai Star Rail. Lead actors, right? Just show the credits. Starring question mark as Firefly, Acheron, Black Swan, Aventurine. Sam, Misha, Gallagher, Sparkle as Sparkle. Special thanks to Robin and Sunday. Script supervisor Helio. I also watched the YouTube video. Apparently the game reloads and kicks you to the title screen after that, and then you reload in into the room again. You can't actually exit fully. It just kicks you back in again and makes you do the Aventurine route. And you can do that on all the different tiny little chapters of the entire quest line. It even shows you cutscenes over again. That is so cool. Maybe I'm just nerding out over something really stupid, but I think this is so cool that you can go back and you can replay sections that you might want to see again. It also marks sections that have splitting pathways, so if you want to choose the other path, you can do that through here and see what would have happened if you picked something else. I imagine creating a system like that must have been so complicated, but I think it's super cool. I've also thrown Black Swan into the team today, picked her up a long time ago. I've given her the light cone, good night, sleep well. I've got her 10 on talent, 8 on ultimate, 6 on skill, and 5 on basic attack. And probably didn't need the basic attack, but all the rest of the traces are unlocked. For her orb and rope, she wants Revelry by the Sea, but I don't have any of those yet, so I've just kind of thrown in Pan-Cosmic Commercial Enterprise on her so far. I've had insanely bad luck with effect hit rate on all of her pieces, so she doesn't have as much as she needs. I mean, you can tell here 3 into defense, 1 into defense, and again over here, everything except effect hit rate, and that's been generally the trend on every single piece I've leveled up for her. Here, 2 into attack, 2 into break, but nothing into effect hit rate. I did give her an effect hit rate body, so that's like the one thing that's giving her effect hit rate. This one, everything except effect hit rate. This one, we got defense and effect resistance, but not effective hit rate. So nothing went into effect hit rate at all. It kind of pissed me off, if I'm honest with you. Gotta say, the relic system is probably my least favorite part about the game because it can tilt you so badly with RNG sometimes. So her attack's a bit low. It should probably be like 3,000 plus. She does have 134 speed, so I'm happy about that. But as you can see, effect hit rate should be 100, and I should have been able to get pretty close to that if any of the pieces had given me any bonuses at all, but I didn't get any. So I'll probably just have to look for some more pieces and give her those. I imagine she'll be fine for story content though, and I don't need to worry too much about it. Black Swan took over Ruan May's spot on the team. I don't know how they synergize entirely, but we'll see. All right, here we are again.
Ah, friend. My expression wasn't much better than yours when I first saw this. Your eyes aren't deceiving you. It's her. The famous singer, Robin.
But how is that possible?
Well, first of all, can I just say that this had nothing to do with me? I'm just an unlucky bystander here.
Right, I didn't think...
The family can testify for me. If you don't believe me, just ask anyone in the Bloodhound family. They hate me and they hate the IPC, so they'd never lie.
No, I don't think you did this. I think you just wanted to show me it, yeah.
This is not where the crime happened. What I showed you was a memory. The most basic light cone manifesting tech. Authorized by the Garden of Recollection and owned by the IPC.
Oh, so the light cones are created by the Garden of Recollection? Or, well, in cooperation with the IPC, the Garden of Recollection is helping them create light cones. Interesting.
Did you really think the Galaxy Ranger was an outsider this whole time?
Are you saying that Acheron did this? Or is that what you're hinting at?
Penacony has made a solemn commitment to protect the safety of anyone inside a family dream. Any person in distress will be forcibly awakened and safely returned to reality.
Right.
What gives them the confidence to make such conclusive statements? Because behind this promise is the harmony. The family's Dreamweavers link up their minds together to construct an unbreakable defensive line.
Uh-huh.
Breaking through this line of defense to create death in the dreamscape. Not even a memo keeper could do that without the family's permission. Who could have done it, friend? The only one is her. The girl who calls herself a Galaxy Ranger. An imposter. An unsought guest. An emanator who hides her true identity.
Right.
Ifrit's death was a foregone conclusion. And Robin? Her misfortune was staring right at her. Who will be the next to die?
The thing that I have to keep in mind, though, with all of this is that the wording in Penacony is very specific, which leads me to another thing I didn't talk about last time. During this scene right here, I thought, because of Clocky and the way they presented it, that Misha and Acheron were in trouble, but I had a look, and oh my god, did I have my mind blown. The gang members said punish her boss. None of them were referring to Misha. They were only looking at Acheron. Now, maybe they were focusing on attacking Acheron and not Misha. You know, that's the conclusion you could draw from this. But if we continue watching, I said, how come they're all people I know? And Firefly said, what do you mean by all? Implying there's only one person there, which is Acheron. And then Clocky's like, see? Misha's in trouble again. And then the gangster guy says, mind your own business. I have to let that lady know that she messed with the wrong people. They're not talking about two people here at all. Even Acheron doesn't mention or look at Misha at all at any point. She was there because the masked fools were causing problems. And then I guess the gangsters stopped and asked her some questions. And then Firefly says, is this lady your friend too? Doesn't mention Misha at all once. Which brings me back to this scene right here that we're in now. Aventurine didn't tell me he was going to show me the truth. He said he was going to show me a truth. And going back to what Dr. Edward said in the previous quest, I shouldn't believe anything I see in the dreams because dreams can be manipulated. The only way to verify if something is true is to go back to reality. So really, I have no idea what I can trust and what I can't trust in any of this. What I can say is that nobody can see Misha except me. What I don't quite get at the moment is that how can Misha be in the hotel at the very start when we enter Penacony? Nobody mentioned him there either. He only interacted with me, but my sensitivity to Memoria might allow me to see him in the real world because of how concentrated the Memoria is in the air, I guess. And nobody else has that sensitivity. Kalis basically being a child on the inside probably helps too. I'm just so deep into this murder mystery, man. I don't know what to think anymore. Right, this is just one side of the story. I haven't heard her side of the story.
It's fine. Listen to your gut. Building trust always takes time, and I'm willing to wait.
I do appreciate that you showed me this. Regardless of your intentions, it's good for me to have this knowledge.
I just hope you realize that wherever that legacy is concerned, covert plans are already underway throughout Penacony. Everyone's got their own agenda.
I'm aware of that.
Careful you don't get stuck on the wrong side. If I were you, I'd keep my distance from Acheron. After all, any schemes out in the open are always going to be better than a monster in the shadows, right?
That is basically him telling me that his schemes are more trustworthy than her lurking shadow dangers.
Who's to say there isn't an even deeper conspiracy lurking beneath the surface?
Indeed.
Memo Keeper, I think our little deal is finished.
Aventurine is telling the truth. This memory is a real one, and there's no sign of any distortion grafting on.
Alright, so it is true.
The IPC is not the Garden, and there are real limits to what they can actually do, but you know all this. Friend, let's not beat around the bush here. The thing is, I want to reach out personally to team up with the Astral Express.
Yeah.
I told you I'm just not interested in scrambling for the legacy. I just came to Penacony for work. I'm here to retrieve some lost property for the IPC, if you catch my drift. I'm talking ownership of this frontier prison.
Yeah, that's I've gathered as much, yeah.
This has all become a bad debt thanks to the cancer of all worlds.
Stelerons.
The IPC has tried sitting down for negotiations time and again, but the family wouldn't even take our calls. You have no idea how difficult these people are to deal with. Put it this way, they've hushed up the existence of death before, so they can definitely cover up any news about Robin's death. It'll just quietly float off like a bubble and pop. nobody ever being the wiser.
She's a superstar across the galaxy. Even March knows about Robin. So how do you hush that? That seems like an awfully difficult task. But I guess they could create any kind of scenario, right?
That's not fair, right? So then, friend, I need your help.
He's a sly devil, but I'm gonna trust him on this one. What kind of help?
I have but only one goal. The family's front door is like a high wall, and to tear the whole thing down, I'll have to dig out a few chunks first. Once I find a weak point, the IPC will have plenty of means. Now we have our chance. So long as we can get to the truth behind her death, we can have justice for Robin, while also gaining a valuable bargaining chip for bringing the family to the table. Truly a once-in-a-blue-moon opportunity. I've been investigating and making lots of friends all over Penacony precisely for this very moment.
Right.
This tragic news would be extremely bad for the family, so they'll be doing everything they can to stop it leaking, especially to the IPC.
A little bit late for that now that you know about it though, right?
But I trust that there are still a few factions that remain exceptions, and that's why I need you all. The reputation of the Astral Express precedes you, and the Harmony will give you the fairest of appraisals. You get to find out really what happened and seek justice, and I get to put it toward completing my mission for the IPC. It's what you call a win-win situation.
It's a very compelling argument you're making here, and I do want to see justice for not only Robin, but Firefly as well. Generally, all three of these options will lead to the same outcome, I think, because they all give off the same energy. I'm gonna go with number one, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna go with number one.
But don't worry, just head back and talk things over with your companions. That navigator is really smart. She must understand the value of this deal. Look, here's my contact details. If you come to any conclusions, call me.
All right.
Oh, and take this. A thorough investigation can always use a little more funding. Don't mention it.
You're paying me for this?
So long, friend. I really am looking forward to uncovering the truth about death with everyone.
Death, you know, in quotation marks.
Aventurine just sauntered off. He really doesn't mean to force it, but something still seems off.
I still have no clue who to trust in all of this, yeah.
What now? What are your plans?
Oh, hi.
Black Swan. What is she thinking?
Kalis sounds as concerned about all of this as I am. I got 50,000 credits from him just there.
On the surface, this doesn't look like a bad deal for you. But Aventurine is a shrewd merchant whose scheme won't just be as simple as it appears to be.
Right.
He doesn't know about Miss Firefly yet. But, judging by your reaction, he may have noticed something going on and deliberately shifted topics to the truth of death to try and pull you in line with his way of thinking.
Possibly.
That's quick thinking and very sound logic. Aventurine is no fool, and working with him definitely has its dangers.
Yeah. I'm gonna go for justice. I'm gonna say the Nameless cannot turn a blind eye to evil. I want to do option 2 as well, but I feel like that's covered in option 1.
But you're talking about real evil. Anyway, be careful out there. There's more than one way to blaze a trail. In a dark forest beset by wolves, ensuring your own escape to safety should be your primary concern. As for the other questions...
Did death kill Robin? Because it looked like the mark was the same as a giant tail stab wound, you know?
I'm not sure the two cases were committed by the same culprit, but that massive wound looked like its winged blade.
Yeah.
We've all witnessed it in action before. Plus, it seems unlikely that there would be two lethal entities loose in the dreamscape.
Right. Do you think this is connected to Acheron?
Sorry, I can't answer that question. That ranger is shrouded in mystery. I'm afraid no one is capable of providing an answer.
Tried reading her mind and that didn't go so well, so we know how that goes.
But without a doubt, she is the most special guest at this banquet. It's like Aventurine said just then. It's best to keep your distance from her.
They're all kind of assuming that she's controlling this beast. There's no actual connection between the beast and Acheron as of yet. Acheron wasn't around when the beast attacked us the first time. She didn't fight the beast when it was there, but it also didn't attack her, so... Have you noticed anything else unusual?
2 victims appearing one after the other in a very short time span. In and of itself, that's very unusual. 2 possibilities. The collapse of Penacony's dreamscape has started speeding up, making death extremely agitated and weakening the family's protections. Or everything has been planned out and executed by someone. If someone has chosen these victims deliberately, first a stowaway, then a family celebrity, then this murderer's motives are worth thoroughly chewing over. It's all happened so quickly, I can only make conjecture. After leaving here, go have a chat with your companions. I hope you can clarify the source of this confusion.
Black Swan leads you through the chaotic dreamscape.
Come, this way. It's a short walk. Don't get lost.
Why are we in the lobby again? Black Swan leading Black Swan. Sticker... Oh, Stellar on Hunter Sam. The tainted dreamscape entrance akin to an open eye in the abyss. Looks a little bit like that pattern in Sparkle's mask every time she equips it.
This way. This is where we part ways. All of this is like a nightmare. Unfortunately, the remembrance doesn't lie. What we just saw is the reality that happened, and it won't fade from our minds just because we wake up. But follow your heart and don't be afraid. We all walk through this world casting shadows of different lengths, and ultimately, all we leave behind are precious memories. Hold on just a sec.
Black Swan gently touches the root of your ear, leaving a cool sensation.
There you go. A small parting gift. If one day you unfortunately fall into the deep waters of the memory zone, and there's no memo keeper to join you, hopefully it can guide you on my behalf.
Okay.
I also pay great attention to the ways of the world. Just think of this as an apology from me for hiding something from you.
Thank you.
Then, I've something private to take care of regarding that Galaxy Ranger. Let's leave things there, shall we? What fascinating memories will you bring for me next time we meet? I sincerely look forward to them.
Oh, I don't know who to trust. I feel like I can trust Black Swan after all the things she's shown me and helped me out with. She even gave me a safety net now in case I do drown in the dreamscape. But Jesus, man. March, thank God, a friendly face. Are you still at the dreamscape? You still at Hotel in the Dreamscape? Rainy. Have you run into trouble? We got separated in the memory zone, but Rainy is with the memo keeper. I feel so antsy. Help. March, stay calm. Do I need to get off the express and help? Not at the moment. Sure, just let me know if you need me. The Reverie Hotel in the real world is very calm. Not much is happening. Where are you? I finished investigating on my side. Where should I go meet you? Rainy! Rainy, it's great that you're safe. That lady didn't do anything bad, did she? I'm sorry about what happened to Firefly. That scene has been cordoned off by the family. We're wrapping up negotiations with some family delegates. Let's meet somewhere near the Clocky statue later.
A family rep. Is Himiko okay?
I can't believe we're talking in the dreamscape. I just want to get out of here at this point. This is freaking me out, man. I honestly don't feel safe in this dream anymore. I was so excited when I got here. This place is so cool, and now it's just kind of unsettling.
So much has happened. I should take a moment to gather my thoughts and wait for everyone to arrive.
Some time ago, deep in memory zone.
Perish that blade now, Ranger.
Do you still dream, Hunter? Of those slain by your hand?
Days ago, Everflame Mansion. They're gonna show us what happened? Duke Inferno.
It appears the outcome has already been determined.
You're still alive, as are you. You still have room to make a choice. Leave the music box behind, and then go.
Choice. The bloody trail of the destruction leaves no room for hesitation.
Yeah, he's not gonna back down.
The Taurus Fire Demon. Even if you sacrifice your life for that eon, you won't get special treatment.
She's right.
Ranger, you tread the narrow path of the hunt. You could never understand.
The hunt.
We come from the fire and are born bathed in fire. We spread, burn, and destroy until all the kindling has burned out and we leave only ashes on the ground. Burning forms the entire life of a fire demon, from the beginning to the end. We are born to die, just to put into practice a profile of another universal truth. All things are created for the destruction.
That's a little bit self-centered, but...
Your companions don't seem to think so. They fight for your chance at survival.
They are my children, and just as I was, they are flames that have yet to burn white hot. They're still young, and I don't blame them. But my flames are faint, and time is running out. Can you see the planet of festivities in the distance? I plan to bring purgatory with me there, and before that, I must surpass you.
Why?
Because on the path they have forged, you have traveled farther than I have. Emanator. You cannot hide your true identity. Draw that sword, for we shall indeed remain here, bound to fight a decisive battle to the death, for I choose this.
That's what I said, he's not backing down.
Destruction is intense, but brief. To cravenly cling to life is to endure an endlessly prolonged existence.
Even if the answer turns out to be your own destruction.
What is important is not the answer, but that it exists, just as you exist. Everything exists to be destroyed. Emanators are no different. Just as even sweet dreams may be born of the void, the so-called impossible is merely something that has yet to happen.
All right. I accept.
She's so calm.
You shall witness the most brilliant and intense fire in existence. May this flame illuminate the farthest reaches of your bottomless dream.
A bottomless dream. Yes, that's right. But you've made one small mistake. This blade remains in its scabbard not out of pity or scorn. It's a personal secret that I don't want to disclose, but perhaps out of reciprocity.
She says this as her hand gently rests on the hilt of the sword.
I'll reveal the truth to you. The hunt is not the path I truly follow.
Exactly.
May death be the end of your boundless dream, guiding you back to the waking world. I still see them in my dreams. Hold it. Your time hasn't come yet.
What?
My time.
She was gonna end him for good.
I've seen many clever disguises that can conceal appearances, but they can never cover up who a person really is. And you're no different. You had no desire to kill the Trailblazer. You only did what you did to drive me and the Memo Keeper away, but why?
The Stellaron hunters don't want to kill me, right?
Did Destiny's slave make you do it?
You know, Elio.
I thought this is just the kind of thing that'd get written into your script.
My script has always been brief. Other than that, anything beyond that is unnecessary.
Sam doesn't stress about the details. Just tell him where to go and what to do, and he's gonna do it.
He knows my nature. There is but a single destiny from which no one can escape. And until then, I hold the privilege of choice. However, you appear to be ignorant of this. So it's time for me to inquire. Who exactly are you?
Not your enemy, perhaps.
That's not what I asked.
I don't deserve your curiosity. Loners wandering the cosmos always have their secrets. Take me. I've also been wanted by the IPC, so it's little wonder I know something about the Stellaron hunters. That's all. Maybe I can help.
If she's wanted by the IPC, then surely Aventurine would want me to take her down. There's a big bounty on her at that point, right?
What reason would you have for doing that?
I tend to forget things. Which is why, rather than memories, I'm accustomed to using my emotions to capture what I normally wouldn't otherwise. So,
Is she gonna ask him a couple questions?
I know who is inside that cold armor. How about it? Ready to take off that armor and sit down for a talk?
It's not yet time.
That's what she said earlier.
I don't need help, but I can give you a suggestion that would make things better for you and me. If your goal is the Watchmaker's legacy, then go look into the family. Not only are they covering up the existence of death, but they're burying the past and the truth about what happens inside the dreamscape.
Already on it.
And the Astral Express is no enemy of yours.
I know that. I just never expected to hear you say it. What's next then? The Trailblazer's been taken by Black Swan. Will you go look for him?
What do you mean taken? I mean, I guess I was swooped away, but...
No need for that. No harm in mentioning that Elio's only given me one instruction. Get all of the Astral Express to track down the Grand Legacy.
See, they always want us to find... I mean, it makes sense. They want the script to continue. The Stellaron Hunters want us to get to the best ending possible for the universe. There's no reason for them to want to fight us and stop us from doing that.
I tried settling this in an easier and more direct way. But as you can see, here I am, confronting you. I failed. Can't ever go against the script.
The so-called impossible is merely something that has yet to happen. That's it. Before we split, can I ask you one more thing? Is there anything else in your script about me? I'd like to know what kind of footnote I get to leave in that future foreseen by destiny.
Why is the eye red?
Unfortunately, not a thing came up.
I knew it.
Hang on. I don't.
Don't. What?
Your first question was, do you still have dreams about everyone who died because of you? I don't. Never have.
He doesn't think about it.
I was born without the ability to dream. I live for this cold, harsh reality. For a little light and to burn. To keep on burning. Until I turn to ash. So, I really envy you.
Is that so? Then you're already living in the waking world.
Why does that sound so familiar? Present day, golden hour.
We heard about Miss Firefly from Black Swan, but we never expected Miss Robin to...
I'm sorry that I couldn't be with you then.
It's okay.
Reality cruises on in serenity, while undercurrents bubble up from the dreamscape. Just like that memo keeper said. Stay strong, everyone. We can still do what we can for them. Starting with finding the murderer.
Yep.
Let's recap everything then. The Trailblazer just reminded me of something. March, do you remember what that family rep who negotiated with us said?
Indeed, we trust that the Nameless has nothing to do with this. And we also beg each of you to help assist the family in verifying the identity of the deceased. That's how it was put, in reference to Miss Firefly.
What do you mean verifying the identity?
Looking back, he seemed a little evasive at the time. And he also failed to mention anything about the earlier murder, too.
The family's planning on covering up all news about Miss Robin's death. If news gets out, Penacony's going to turn into a bloodbath.
Yeah.
But the murder that followed closely after was obviously beyond their anticipation. The family had to try and turn things to their advantage by bringing in reinforcements from outside. The Charmony Festival is nearly here. They must be snowed under.
It may also be that Miss Firefly's murder had so many witnesses that it couldn't be covered up. So they went with the flow and let more people on the scene to control the situation. After all, the nature of the two murders is fundamentally different. The family's first protective measure should be against malicious actors among the guests, such as that IPC envoy.
I should tell them about his distrust towards Acheron. Aventurine is on guard against Acheron.
Indeed. He was particularly concerned about that Galaxy Ranger.
Are we missing the forest for the trees here? I always felt that Aventurine's reasons for accusing Miss Acheron were highly subtle. Can we believe him?
He's basing all of it on her being an emanator and that being a bad thing. But he's implying that she's controlling the death creature. He doesn't have any evidence, though. That's the thing.
At this point, I'm afraid the only ones we can trust are ourselves.
Exactly.
Look, let's try to gather intel first and then list all the possible outcomes we can. Then we go through them, eliminating contradictions one by one. The fewer facts remaining, the closer we are to the truth. I've still got this sense of foreboding. It's like we're stuck in a whirlpool, spinning around that legacy even after everything that's happened.
Welt took the words right out of my mouth.
This time we're playing the role of a real detective. But before we start, what are we going to say to the family and Aventurine?
As I see things, the family harbors no ill will towards the Astral Express. If they didn't trust the crew, they wouldn't have casually commissioned outsiders to investigate a case that's, in all likelihood, a scandal.
That is a very good point.
Plus, this is the family's turf. Teaming up with them should make things easier for us in the future. As for that Aventurine, well, I'd like to hear your thoughts.
He's complex. He deliberately slow-played his hand during negotiations while running circles around us all the while. He appealed convincingly to both reason and emotion. It wasn't forced, but the intent was obvious. Still, it's good to have contacts among all this uncertainty. Aventurine showed his skills, and as far as our interests are aligned, he can become a reliable ally.
Yep.
We also need to keep a certain distance from the family. Never let them get too close. Teaming up with the IPC helps balance that out. If either side makes a move, we have the option to pull out.
Yeah.
So you suggest accepting Aventurine's proposal to team up?
Yes. It's risky, but we can only wait until both sides have played their cards before making any further judgments.
I get why, but there's a whole lot of bad guys and girls around here. And I'm worried about getting stabbed in the back. He's been bullied a few times now, and I can't stand it anymore.
You don't even know the half of it, March. This has been a roller coaster so far. It's cool, you can bully me whenever, March. Yeah, just hit me with it. It's fine. I got a lot out of him too.
No, I can't accept this. Forget about it. Just let me keep an eye on him. If that doesn't work, we can just turn the tables and use him instead.
Then, could you please reply to Aventurine? Everyone, take this time to put together your thoughts.
Will do. Always open to pull for your game account. He's gonna do my wishes from now on. We'll collaborate. Wonderful. Your response came faster than I expected. We'll all be in this together. Here's a small something for our upcoming partnership. He just whips over 100,000 credits. Thanks, boss. Wowee. That's so generous of you, boss. Thanks. Oops, I pressed send too early. Here's a little extra just for good luck with this new gig. 100,000 more. Just as I anticipated, the family is going to sweep Robin's case under the rug for as long as they can. So her case is only a secret between us. But the other case, that depends on what excuses they have prepared for you guys. I'll take my leave for now, and I look forward to an outstanding performance from you guys.
It looks like Aventurine is happy with this outcome. Let's tell everyone about it.
200,000 credits? I feel like I'm being bribed here.
Aventurine's goal is to try and recapture Penacony for IPC.
Yeah.
To do this, he'll have to bring down the family in its entirety to create a big enough chance. The existence of death will be covered up by the family. So how does he plan on taking them down? It's gotta be something important enough that everyone will notice. But it also can't be anything too out in the open.
Well, he didn't say he wanted to get rid of the dream. He just wanted the prison itself. So he wants the structure that is the hotel, I guess. But then how do you send people into the dream without the hotel, right? So the one is connected to the other. I assume I can go through all these options. So perhaps he's going for the hotel?
An attack on the hotel guests? Unlikely. Penacony's guests include quite a few bigwigs known throughout the whole cosmos. People who not even the IPC would dare take lightly. Aventurine is a shrewd merchant, and there's no way he doesn't know that.
Let's do option 2. Perhaps he's going for the family.
He's definitely going for the family, and it's just a matter of how. The harmony is strong in Penacony, and almost impossible to take on head-to-head. The fact that the IPC dispatched Aventurine shows that they do not intend to simply play by the book here.
Perhaps he's going for Acheron.
Aventurine has devoted considerable attention to her. But this Galaxy Ranger, we know hardly anything about her and can't rush to any conclusions.
Perhaps he's going for the Astral Express.
I was also considering this possibility, especially because he respects you so much and has sought you out before a few times. Perhaps he's also unsure of your intentions and is probing you.
Joke's on him. I don't even know what my intentions are. I'm frankly a loose cannon in all of this. I could go after anyone at any moment. Who knows what Kalis is thinking?
I'm just speculating. In any case, we have to be careful when handling Aventurine. He's skilled at reading people and discerning the right moment to strike. Also,
Very true.
he's clearly a born gambler if he's willing to go all in to win.
Yeah. Let's do March. I'm curious to hear what her thoughts. Oh wait, March is all the way up there. Let's do Welt first then.
Aventurine said something that concerns me.
Yeah, he says a lot of things that concern me.
He accused that Galaxy Ranger of killing Robin without any evidence whatsoever, but said nothing about her connection to that memory zone meme or why he was stalking you.
Exactly.
It was a groundless accusation, which only serves to make him seem more suspicious.
Yeah, see, that's what I was saying. Like, there's no connection that he has evidence of. But why, though?
Maybe Aventurine's goal was never to gain our trust. Maybe he wanted to foster a feeling of enmity towards Acheron and make the situation more volatile. Two birds, one stone. However, I asked Don Hung back on the Express to confirm that story about the Annihilation Gang and the lost messages. It wasn't something that Aventurine made up out of thin air. You've met her many times now. What's your impression of Miss Acheron?
See, I've seen some things outside of the game now that Kalis hasn't seen. Even cutscenes in the game that Kalis hasn't seen. Weird, I can't seem to remember. That is a weird option. But Kalis has been having some memory issues in general while we've been here because he can't seem to remember Misha all that well either. So there's question marks behind all of these options. I'd say she's quite a mysterious woman. She's also a very powerful woman. Let's go with powerful. Oh, that's weird. That's so weird. Why is it red and why can I only say that? Oh, I don't like that.
That fits the stereotype of a Galaxy Ranger to a T. They're eccentric, unpredictable, and fond of being alone. No wonder she's a suspect.
Wait, what did I just say? Oh, I don't like any bit of that. I don't like that at all.
I hope it's not too soon to bring it up, but I feel like Miss Robin isn't actually dead, but that she's still alive and well. Somewhere. But everything's just some horrible prank.
You had every opportunity here, March, to say that it's just some horrible nightmare or horrible dream, but you didn't go for that.
Because aren't we supposed to be inside a dream? How could someone die in a beautiful dreamscape like this? Shouldn't only good things happen here?
Nightmares exist, March, but I feel it's hard to say that people are dying in the dream. You'd think they'd just wake up.
Whenever I see the Grand Theater, I just can't stop all these thoughts from flooding my head.
We'll restore all the dreams back to normal.
Yeah, of course. At times like this, we're so lucky to have our crew. The family and the IPC. Everyone has their own plans going on. Everyone's still having a great time out there on the streets. Nobody knows what's happened. It's all so unreal. As if Firefly, Miss Robin, and us were all outsiders from another world. Aw, what a mess. I really want a nice cool drink of soda to help me calm down.
You want some Soul Glad?
But then I'd be just like everyone else out on the streets.
Looks like Aventurine doesn't need anything else. Let's turn our attention to the family's assignment for now. Himiko, what do you think?
Among our current clues, the 2 murders that he witnessed are the most directly connected. I suggest starting here. One thing I'm curious about is, if a person dies in a dream, what happens to them in real life?
Exactly.
Seeing as we're at the family's behest, why not pop back out to reality and verify Miss Firefly's situation back at the hotel? Perhaps we could also make a few inquiries about Miss Robin while we're out there.
How about we split off into 2 groups? There are still some things worth focusing on inside the dreamscape. I'll investigate those, and we can link up again later.
Worth focusing on? Oh. No problem. I'll leave it to you then.
Why are they talking weird? And why are they not saying what they're focusing on?
I thought I'd finally get to see Himiko and Mr. Yang go out on a mission together. Oh well. Take care then, Mr. Yang.
I will. Keep in touch. Honored guest, could you come out for a second?
Honored guest.
I'd be embarrassed too, getting stared at like that.
Forgive me. My name is Welt Yang. I'm one of the crew members on the Astral Express. I believe you've met my colleagues.
Was that why they were saying things weirdly at the end there? Because both Himiko and Welt knew that we were being watched by someone.
Welt.
Is there something about my name?
First, don't you want to know my name?
I already do, Miss Acheron. You're a prominent figure in Penacony.
What are they saying about me?
Some claim that you're the real culprit behind these murders, that the Annihilation Gang's tragic fate at the banquet was a result of your blade, and that you're now attempting to unleash another bloodbath on Penacony.
Well, he really just spilled the beans, didn't he?
The Annihilation Gang.
Ifrit of Everflame Mansion.
Tragic fate. That Duke turned his dying body to flames and sacrificed his life as a martyr. He was a determined and heroic pathstrider. Not even a villain should be disparaged like this.
Wait, so she didn't end him? He ended himself? I mean, he was pretty knocked out towards the end there on the floor, but...
And what's more, there were plenty of suspects invited. Do they really think that a blade is more dangerous than that black hole you're wielding?
Keen intuition. Not even the family managed to point out the truth behind this cane.
There's a black hole inside of his cane. I mean, his attacks do kind of imply that, but I didn't realize that was canon into the lore as well.
So you must surely know, Miss Acheron, that peering into a black hole is not a wise move. As a potential threat, your knowledge of us has reached uncomfortable depths.
Well, her home planet was absorbed by a black hole, so you know that's kind of interesting.
Reveal your true identity and intentions. Otherwise, brace yourself for gravitational disintegration.
Jeez, Welt! Oh my god! That's a solid threat.
That shouldn't be necessary. But if it makes the Nameless feel less defensive, I'll be happy to abide. Believe it or not, Galaxy Ranger, Acheron. Those are the names I go by to this very day. My trip to Penacony is solely to fulfill an old, final request. I'm here for the Watchmaker's legacy. And that's it. I think I've been honest enough.
Still unwilling to reveal your true identity?
It's not that I don't want to. It's just that I can't. I've come so far, and I can't sum up all of that in just a few words. Everyone has their own unspeakable past. Secrets that they don't want to be revealed. And I won't be asking any more questions, such as why the Astral Express is roaming around the cosmos with a Stellaron on board.
Oh, she knows about me.
Is he okay? That memo keeper didn't do anything, right?
She's worried about me.
He's fine. Let's stick with the topic. Gaining my trust all depends on how much you're willing to reveal.
I've run around many different Penacony dreamscapes just to try and find that legacy. And during this period, I came into contact with quite a few guests. In the process, I gradually came to realize the secret of Penacony may be closely related to the Trailblaze.
Oh?
That's why I've come to ask for your help. I don't have enough proof yet, but I'd like to speculate something. The source of all tragedy lies within the family. If you could trust me, we could find the proof to support this claim together. Mr. Yang, I think you've come to the same conclusion, haven't you?
Let's leave it at that. For now, I'll choose to believe that you bear no hostility. Share your findings with me and me alone. I don't want vague conjecture to interfere with other people's judgments before we find solid proof.
By the way, would you like something to drink? Before we go, how about 2 cups of Wake the Heck Up? No, 4 cups.
Is that some kind of coffee elixir?
Because the conversation coming up will last forever.
At the same time, hotel in the real world.
I've been watching her closely for a while now, and the first invitation was in the banquet hall of the hotel.
She's probably talking about Acheron, right?
She just sat in one corner, keeping silent, chugging down a couple cups of Wake the Heck Up. I told her it's a pungent, bitter beverage, not the taste of sweet dreams. Only for people allergic to Soul Glad. And she said,
Really? But I don't taste any difference at all between them.
What?
the guest rooms are charmingly minimalist.
Is Black Swan taking mental notes at the moment?
An aesthetic you share, Miss Acheron. It's a cinch. This music box. The invitation received by the Annihilation Gang. There are latent memories that linger on it yet. You see, memories of you are not yours alone. They travel in other people, other things. I know much, and I can predict even more. With some help, the dead can be made to speak. The Annihilation Gang, that band of desperados who all disappeared after meeting you. What exactly happened to them? Well, let me reveal all.
Gradation 12. Dreamscape 12. Father, I dedicate this to you.
So there is a child from the Annihilation Gang here. That was the little girl puppet ghost thing, isn't it?
Well done, Dubra. Wherever they go, shall be met by annihilation.
But if she's here, and Ifrit's talking to her...
There it is. It's hazy, but it's Ifrit's voice. The other one is probably his progeny. This is the residual memory from when the invitation was first delivered. They were abruptly interrupted. Then, what happened next is...
Okay, so that was before Acheron got there, and Duper was the one who was gonna get sent here?
They sought refuge in a land of sleep, merely wishing for undisturbed rest away from the storms. Children of the flame, this marks your rite of passage.
She won't be necessary. I alone am enough.
Oh, this just seems like it's clips from Everflame Scene 33.
When have thou, on the path of destruction, feared death?
The Everflame Mansion has set out on a journey. Those poor people, they have no idea what lies in wait ahead of them. Memory recovery is going well, but slowly. She'll be here soon, and time is short. There's nobody else here, so there's no need to be delicate. In fact, I think I'd better go all out. What happened?
It's all redacted.
The memory after that is blank. How is that possible? This music box fell into Acheron's hands, and she brought it to Penacony. That's a fact, and that's how it should have gone. But along the way...
She can't read any of the memory.
It's like it's been erased. Who's done this?
Oh yeah, that's weird.
Who are you?
Isn't that Black Swan's voice?
Who are you? It's... No. Is this not a memory?
Oh, she's going insane.
Oh, a memo keeper. Do you serve the Garden of Recollection? Or the Cremators?
Oh no, that's not her voice. It's someone else.
My name is Constance. A pleasure to meet you. We were supposed to meet in Penacony and spend an unforgettable time together.
Constance is the Dahlia, right? From Everflame Mansion.
But that seems unrealistic. Dahlia's not welcome on the Banquet Star, and I don't need a coming-of-age ceremony. And you, I know what you're looking for.
How is she speaking to Black Swan, though?
Want her secret? I can give it to you. And then, you can enjoy the banquet for me.
Oh, don't do that. This is a deal with the devil.
I wish you unforgettable memories.
Oh. A phone. Wanna listen in?
At this moment, on the other side. Switching to Aventurine's point of view, is that what it said?
A few days ago, the IPC made an announcement. Under the watchful guidance of the Marketing Development Department, and in accordance with the Interstellar Peace Charter, the independent Sigonian sovereignty has hereby been established, and shall take a legislative seat at the Interstellar Congress. The formation of the Sigonian sovereignty is of great historical significance to the Sigonia system. This move puts an end to the planet's long and bloody history, turning the sensational Kataka-Avgin extinction event into a distant memory.
Sigonia 4 is located in an unclaimed zone at the intersection of the Denise, Prothean, and Dorneau star clusters. The planet's surface environment is known for being extremely harsh, constantly faced with the threat of impact from small-scale celestial objects.
A lot of meteorites and stuff. Huh?
This is why very few intelligent species have made this planet their home, dividing themselves into several tribes to eke out nomad lifestyles as they struggle to survive the arid desert wilderness. They have developed their own folk beliefs that are independent of the Eon belief system.
Sigonia. Sigonia. Ravenous eye of the storm, spurned by all the gods.
This isn't Aventurine, is it?
Land of rock, but not water. Lightning, but not rain. Blood, but not tears.
You beat us with your falling stars. You lash us with wind and storm. You chew us up with the cracked earth. You promised us a land of honey, yet yoked us beneath a sword of bitterness. Oh, Gaiathra Triclops, if thou can hear me, please open up thy 3 eyes and gaze upon this child. When you took his father, my child was still sleeping in my belly. And where my husband went, I too soon must go. I don't ask for a peaceful death, just for you to tell me, does the baby swaddled sweetly asleep? Does he dream of his mother's heartbeat and the sound of falling rain? Please tell me whether this life is all just a fleeting dream. Otherwise, why would this child be born to face impending death?
It's so dramatic and theatrical. It's not supposed to be raining.
Raining.
She just said thunder, but no rain.
It is raining. It's true. Those Outworlders weren't lying to us. They really did summon the rain. Mommy, we can leave here. We can go back home.
Back home. Gaiathra Triclops. You came. Do you hear that? Thank you. Thank you. Darling, listen. This is the sound of rain. On the day you were born, the sky also sent down a gift like this from Gaiathra. Such a lucky child. Such a blessed child. Just like your name. A gift from them to Avgen. My boy. May the goddess Gaiathra close her eyes 3 times. Keep your blood eternally pulsing. Let your journey be forever peaceful. And your schemes forever concealed.
Schemes?
Welcome to this sad world, Kakavasha.
Okay, I have no idea who that is.
Time to wake up, gambler.
Dr. Ratio is tired of this.
Oh, heavens. I must have drunk too much Soul Glad. Didn't expect you to be back so soon. How is it? Find anything?
Just as you guessed. Nobody outside knows about Robin's death. There aren't even baseless conspiracy theories. They're still streaming the rehearsal for her ceremony, using a stand-in, I guess. They must be dreaming.
Of course. Who could imagine that death would actually descend upon the idyllic dream created by the family? Let alone that the victim would be the female lead of the Charmony Festival. To be honest with you, I didn't believe it. I even tested it a few times myself, until I discovered that I couldn't actually die. Whenever there's any danger, I'm forced awake by the dream pool, and it's all as if everything were just a nightmare.
Weird.
And that's why I'm convinced that there are a few big secrets lurking behind the scenes.
Then you must have heard about the Memory Zone meme. When I graciously deigned to establish connections with the Oak family on your behalf, they were quite in a pitiful state of disarray. Besides Robin, there was another body. I don't know the exact details, just that it was a stowaway.
Oh, so they know about Firefly too now. They just don't know who it was.
2 murder cases? I told you something seemed off about the Nameless. He must have come across the other one.
Yeah, so he did pick up that I was feeling a little bit anxious about something.
This murderer is a psycho. And I have to say, the case does represent an opportunity. We can leverage the family's malfeasance and let the IPC use this as a reason to intervene. It's just that their trickery runs deeper than I thought. Robin's stand-in was all ready to go. These 2 murders are definitely getting hushed up. What should we do? Let me think. It's too rare an opportunity to miss out on, so I gotta be careful.
Incredible gambler. Have you already exhausted your limited repertoire of tricks so soon?
He's so sassy all the time.
There are plenty of chips, but it'd be best to choose carefully. The most straightforward has to be Robin. Remember? That masked fool once told me to find a mute as a friend. Robin is what she calls the mute. She has lost her voice, and while most people can't pick up on it, you and I cannot mistake that sound. Not produced by any voice box, but rather by the resonance of the harmony.
Ooh.
If that girl hadn't gone hoarse from singing practice, there'd only be one possibility. Something was up with the family. Or Robin herself. To get to the bottom of this, I tried every way I could to meet her. But she died. Right before my very eyes.
A complete and utter loss. Incidentally, it seems to have resulted in your rather undignified arrival on the interrogation stand. There were eyewitnesses at the scene, and the family, in their graciousness, has tentatively accepted your alibi. However, for the foreseeable future, you shall, regrettably, find yourself under the vigilant watch of the hounds.
That's not good for his scheming plans.
Well, things aren't looking too optimistic, Doctor. I'm starting to break out in a cold sweat. Do you reckon there's still any chance of a comeback, given how things are?
A probability? Yes, it exists, but it verges on the infinitesimal. To phrase it in a manner more befitting the vernacular of Penacony, you're dreaming.
Basically no chance.
But if you simply can't control yourself and want to try your hand, then there just so happens to be a suitable candidate. That man wants to see you again.
Who?
Sunday.
I thought he might mean Sunday.
Is this a public hearing or a private trial?
If it were the former, it would hardly befit my stature to stoop to the role of a mere messenger.
Fine. Oh, that's great. It's all great. You see, the dead can't talk, but the living can. Ratio, I'm convinced now that there must be something wrong inside the family. Oh, just you wait and see. That man's sister has died. He can't sit on his hands.
There's a bird hiding in that salt shaker or tap in the background.
Well, without any further ado, let's set off. Lead the way. The show is about to begin.
We're here.
The Dewlight Pavilion is the Oak family's fortress and a place where heads of the families meet to discuss great plans for Penacony.
Fortress? I like this metaphor. I dealt with the warlords of the Amanica star system not long ago, and their synchronized orbital manor wasn't this heavily guarded.
There's another bird hiding in the gramophone in the background.
This mansion nominally belongs to Sunday and is very befitting of its owner. Without his express invitation, the likes of ordinary guests would never grace these grounds in their lifetimes. Look around while you still have this moment of freedom.
Hey, Doc, whose side are you on anyway?
Who's to say I won't sell you out?
We'll see. When we meet the authoritarian master of the Oak family, I'll pry an answer out of him.
Follow me and I'll bring you to his parlor. Hold your tongue and let me deal with the members of the family.
Fate's ensemble. As the story unfolds, you will have the chance to progress the story from other characters' point of view. When entering a character's point of view for the first time, the character will automatically be placed first in your team. Click here to switch to another character's perspective. That's interesting. So I can swap back to Trailblazer at any point. If I go into Fate's Atlas... Right, so the Trailblazing meeting happened, and now we've split up. So these things are happening simultaneously, but this seems to be happening slightly before the next thing that the Trailblazer is going to be going on. That's an interesting way of doing companion missions. I like that. Because I noticed that there's no companion missions really in Penacony other than the Sparkle one. So this lets you play as the characters through a different way of doing story missions. I want to grab that bird. Yank. Oh, he drops a dice and money pops out. That's cool. His talent...
Feeling lucky.
Of course, it's the slot machine. Oh, that's weird. What's going on with the lighting here? That has to be a graphic glitch. I don't think it's supposed to be doing that. Yo, Hendrik, you're looking cool.
Hey, you two! That's a place of business. No entry.
I was requested by Mr. Sunday to bring him the suspect. My name is Ratio. He should have mentioned it to you.
Oh, I remember you. Veritas Ratio. Your punch virtual particle clock is impressive.
Excuse me?
The one on your head. Of course, it's nothing compared to my full pocket dimensional annihilating power armor of the Mobile Knights.
Right, and as I mentioned, that fantasy raiment of yours doesn't exist.
That's because you can't see it. Like I say, only family can see the glory of the Mobile Knights. Enough. Get going. Don't keep Mr. Sunday waiting.
Weird.
It seems like the idiocy index here is no better than it is out there.
Oh, this is an empty room. These birds are really weirdly lined up.
A dead end?
The door is shut tight. Looks like we're on our own.
I mean, there isn't a door. How did you get in before?
For security reasons, the family built the administrative site deep in the dreamscape, with the mechanisms hidden in these nightingale statues. The direction of the statues can be controlled. On the previous occasion, an attendant named Kona had gone to the side room to verify something before setting the statues in the correct positions.
Well, maybe we should do the same. Let's go and take a look. Of course, we can also use brute force.
I mean, I might as well see what's in this room, right? Why is there meme monsters in here? This one seems to go in the right direction. And that's the second one. I kind of want to see what his attacks look like.
Feeling lucky.
Oh, it turned into Random things, that's weird. Deals minor imaginary damage to one target, provides allies with a fortified wager shield, whose shield effects is stackable. Ultimate gains a random amount of blind bet points and inflicts unnerved on an enemy, dealing imaginary damage. When an ally target hits an unnerved enemy, the crit damage dealt is increased. Okay, so he's sort of like a defensive buffing character.
Spend freely.
Money!
The future is great.
I'm sure we'll be in more combat, so I can test out more later.
6 nightingales facing in different directions. An obvious hint.
But are these nightingales?
They are. What's wrong?
How can nightingales be so huge? They look more like torment eagles to me.
There are no eagles in the 5 families, only nightingales. Why am I wasting time with you on this?
To return on the path they came from. Alright, so standing this way, this one should be facing towards the front. This one was towards the right. This one's right, so that's correct, and this one's forward. That one's left, and this one's forward.
Just as I thought. Here's the correct answer.
A truly miraculous discovery. Perhaps I should offer you the chance to join the Genius Society.
Really? Well, I thought you'd given up on that already.
He's being sarcastic.
I was being sarcastic. Can't you tell?
Is it a good thing to be letting these two know your secret password to enter this place?
Oh, impressive. So much for Mr. Sunday's reserved, virtuous image.
Why has nobody from the family come to pick them up yet? The guard just let them in, but it didn't help them get through all this.
Do you need me to remind you? We're in a dreamscape. No matter how grand the mansion looks, it'll not affect Penacony. Stop wasting your time nitpicking the family here.
Yeah, you're right. The only way to destroy the family is death. Sunday must have thought the same. Let's head down.
Why have someone tilted this statue over? What a bizarre place. It looks generally furnished, but it also feels like something's missing. Oh, there's birds hanging out in the city. This is a design, a diorama of sorts of Golden Hour. It doesn't look quite the same though, actually. You hear a faint sound emanating from somewhere, resembling the chirping of a bird or a figment from your subconscious. You glance downwards as you expect nothing is there. After all, real birds do not exist within the dreamscape. He can't see them because he doesn't have a childlike heart. Taylor can see them because they're part of the imaginary characters.
Hold on.
Huh? What's wrong? Are we heading the wrong way?
No, but this door is locked.
My friend? Did you really make an appointment with him?
Yeah, because it doesn't feel like it.
It's a trial. You got to prove your worth to Sunday before you can speak with him.
Really?
If I'm not wrong, we need to find a way to open this door in the hall or this place will be our prison.
Oh, an escape room. My favorite.
Get serious. I've no time for games. Let's head back. The hint is probably in that prominent sandpit.
Wow. That's an enormous sandpit. I'd love to build a tall building for myself. Once I have enough savings. Oh, look. There's a noticeable gap in the model. I believe you're right.
Oh.
There wasn't a gap before. That man must have done it intentionally.
Well, with your brilliant mind, you shouldn't have any trouble recalling what was here last time. Right, Doctor?
Of course. Let's look around. When I see it, I will know it.
Fine. Why do I feel that we're pursuing a degree in burglary now?
It is so weird that they have to go through a trial to see Sunday, especially when he's summoned them here. Oh, that room style suddenly changed a lot in here. Now it's very blue.
Found it. This is it.
This looks like the unfinished dreamscape. Let's bop this button. Sneak past that guy and these ones and this one over here. I think we've solved the case. Yes, indeed.
Fortune follows luck, just like it always does.
Let's bop this one too. There it is.
Huh. And the nameplate reads Gulliver's Arch. Well, I'm amazed you can remember something this tiny. You know, this reminds me of a tunnel I once saw that could shrink people who passed through it.
Alice in Wonderland?
If I were you, I would shut my mouth. It's wise to remain silent when you should.
To return to the lobby.
Oh, this reminds me of one of those building toys. You know, with the blocks. I've never played with them before. I wonder if it's more interesting than stacking chips. Oh, look. The gap is closed. And it fits perfectly. So, what's next?
Is that board sponsored by Soul Glad? Whoa!
Oh, good heavens. Did I shrink? Am I still in a dream?
Indeed.
Oh, Doctor, you're huge. It's me! Down here! In the sand pit! Oh, actually, I think we could make this work for us. Just find a way to slip me into Sunday's collar, and I'll infiltrate the family just like that. Oh, fine. I was just kidding. Let's find a way to open the door.
Is that person supposed to be walking towards the wall? Are you okay, sir? You good? That's weird. Hello, I'm Industrial Pride. What? What do you mean? Oh, there's a bird in here. There's something here that feels invisible. Oh, what a weird place. Are those two T-posing? They're 100% T-posing. This must be miniature figures placed here by the family to simulate people around the pavilion. This is so weird. Welcome to the Golden Hour base model. Can I buy a basic Soul Glad from you? Oh yeah, right. This is the gambling area, isn't it? That right there is where they have the band playing. And then you got the bar, and then, yeah, I recognize myself now. Why is there a guy standing on the fountain? Hello, I am an NPC. Well, that's nice to meet you, NPC. Hello, I'm Industrial Scum. What? That one's stuck in the manhole. That can't be right. So I'm supposed to do something with this. Oh, maybe to make the door unlocked, right? No, don't fly away.
Hello! Welcome to the Golden Hour base model. I am an Oak Soldier. I will be here to guide you through the tour of the base model. Happy to be of service.
Tell me about this guided tour.
And tell me about the tour.
Hello! Welcome to the Golden Hour base model. I am an Oak Soldier. I will be here to guide you through the tour of the base model.
Tell me about the tour.
Model. Happy to be of service. Generating guide. Please wait patient.
Kick it again.
Found the nearest check-in spot. Please look behind me. Capsule machine model.
After screaming, the soldier collapses. He didn't even have time to earn a 5-star rating from you.
What's up with that? Now the family's toys are trying to frame me? I didn't do a thing to it, Doc. You've got to be my witness.
I saw nothing.
I can interact with it. It has crashed. It may take some time to reboot.
Oh, capsule machine. There's no mechanism on the floor. Could there be one at the top? Doctor, do me a favor.
That's a big hand.
So, I was right. These models have interiors that look exactly like the real buildings. The only difference is that no one lives in them. Funny that Sunday puts a miniature that makes him seem like a giant by comparison, right where he can see it first thing in the morning. Insecure much?
Ooh, sassy. What's in the ball? Oh, a fragment. Jigsaw piece, yep. Last piece is in the middle of all the memory monsters, yep. Oh, they turned into a Bellabog machine.
You're lost.
They didn't turn into things before, did they? I haven't seen his base attack yet. Let's see that. Okay, he just does the dice thing. I don't have anything to break those.
It's on me.
Coins. Finish him. That's the last piece.
Oh, one of the fragments flew upstairs. I'll need to use the pinball machine to flick myself up there. But it's tough.
Oh, is that what this is? A pinball machine?
Oh, great. There's another pinball machine base here. And it's empty too. Doc! I'll need your brain power again.
There's no need to yell. I can hear you. The pinball machine must be hidden somewhere in the hall, like the arch. Wait here, and I'll be back in a minute. Finally, a moment of peace.
Meditation room. Yeah, we got a little levitating model right here.
That's it. Pleasant moments of solitude are always fleeting.
Oh, you're back. Just place it here. Thank you.
So much wind.
Thanks, Doc.
And there. It's behind a gate. Gate is locked. Of course it is.
Oh, Ratio, you should come in here and take a look. The view here is breathtaking. Honestly, you could easily squash me with just a pinch.
If that is your wish, I will do so without a moment's hesitation.
Look how big he is. That's crazy. Don't mind if I do.
Piece of cake.
You finally piece these spots in.
And the joyous tour of Toy City has come to an end. Makes me feel sad. Penacony isn't all bad, right? I'll use this interesting experience as a talking point at the poker table.
It's a pity you made it out of the Sandpit alive. Sunday is just beyond this door. From my limited understanding, he's not someone easily handled. Are you prepared?
Yeah. Only I believe he's the one who should be prepared to face me.
Thought Dr. Ratio said that he was going to do all the talking.
Tell me about your plan.
I don't have a plan. I'll just play it by ear. There are only two kinds of bargaining chips when dealing with people. Benefit or fear.
Looks like sincerity isn't in your dictionary.
It really isn't.
Am I not sincere enough? There's no need to emphasize it. We've got to make good use of death. That man's sister is dead. He won't be able to turn a blind eye, and that's fear. And I'll help him find the murderer. He can't do it due to his status and position, but I can. And that's benefit.
On what basis do you believe he's incapable, necessitating the delegation to someone from a rival faction? The IPC?
Simple. Because that murderer could very well be a traitor hiding inside the family.
Do you mean the Galaxy Ranger whom you accused previously?
Surely not.
That was just an excuse, good doctor. There's something wrong with that woman, and we need someone who can keep her in check. It's better to minimize the variables outside our control while we execute our plans.
So he's never suspected Acheron, he was just using her as a scapegoat to blame her for things happening.
Moreover, I need to know her identity. If I'm lucky. She could be an important pawn. And it's good to have more helpful friends when dealing with this matter. But honestly, the murder case is likely unrelated to her. I believe my standpoint. There's a rat in the family. Otherwise, why would Mr. Sunday arrange a private meeting with us? This isn't an interrogation, but a secret negotiation.
It's interesting that he's managed to convince Black Swan that Acheron is dangerous, though. Unless Black Swan is also playing along in that whole thing, but why would she? I mean, she's helped Aventurine once before. There's no reason she couldn't be doing it still.
We'll see. Using Robin's death as a bargaining chip, I'll win back my freedom and power. In the end, I'll ruin this beautiful dream and create the grandest death.
Actually, no, wait, I stand corrected. He read on Black Swan that she is afraid of Acheron, probably because Black Swan has tried to read the memories of Acheron before. And he used that fear in her to convince her that Acheron is dangerous for everyone. He's a smart guy.
If the chance of winning is just beyond this door, even if that chance is close to zero, well, you can't win if you don't play, right?
Ah, the charming audacity. To think that you, of all people, might emerge victorious, dear gambler.
3 chips are enough. All or nothing.
Okay, let's do it. Let's face Sunday. There he is.
It seems my puzzles are too effortless for you, IPC Ambassador.
He did make puzzles. That's crazy and so bizarre.
I appreciate your words. And I see you put a lot of effort into welcoming me, Mr. Sunday. However, this is no way to greet a guest.
Just look at Sunday's face. He's got his little grin on.
Well, this isn't an invitation, but a summoning. Before we speak, I need to test your character. I imagine this knowledgeable doctor friend of yours has been of great help, yes?
Certainly. You ought to know this better than I do. He's already faithfully fulfilled his duties, hasn't he?
Yes, the doctor has assured me of your noble character. He considers you, like himself, a virtuous person who can be trusted by the family. I have come to know you very well as a person, Mr. Aventurine. You're diligent, generous, and willing to cooperate. The fact that you succeeded in overcoming many obstacles just to meet me gave me the reason to believe in your wisdom and courage. But there's one thing I must ask you. That is, you've used your wisdom at the wrong place to meet the wrong person and put yourself in a situation where you shouldn't be, witnessing a tragedy that shouldn't have happened.
The Robin situation, yeah.
Oh, you don't look too well. Am I making you anxious? If not, then it means I'm on your side.
If I wasn't mistaken, you'd just made a serious accusation against the family.
No, you weren't mistaken. For depravity is creeping in around you. There's no need for us to be evasive. Let's talk about your sister. Your sister's talent is unrivaled in the world of show business. As you know, her voice has been out of tune since she returned to Penacony. What's more disheartening, she can't sing anymore. Who could be responsible for this? Many suspect the culprit is among the outsiders, but I know you hold a different opinion. Now your noble status has become a shackle, preventing you from apprehending the murderer and avenging your sister's death. You're feeling anxious because you're out on a limb. But don't worry, I'm on your side.
I'm immensely honored by your concern for me, Mr. Aventurine. Since you're so selfless and generous, I believe you wouldn't ask for anything in return, would you?
Well, naturally, you wouldn't incur any loss from this. I just want to reclaim what is mine. My liberty and the personal items under the family's custody, the bag of gift money, and...
the box in which the cornerstone is stored.
Cornerstone?
That's right.
Right, so that's what the IPC is looking for?
Cornerstone. I've heard it's a treasured asset of the Strategic Investment Department. A sacred stone that seals the Preservation Emanator, granting significant power. And every liquidation specialist holds one.
Whoa. Oh, right, yes, the Aventurine stone. Right, yeah. They talked about that. Yeah, so I'm on the same page now. I've caught up. Did they mention before that the stones seal the Preservation Emanator? I don't feel like they did. But yeah, every single of the 10 stone hearts, the people with gemstone names has a stone. Okay.
For an object so precious, it probably comes at an even higher price than other forms of recompense.
I've picked up that Sunday's voice sounds a little staticky and robotic. Robin also had something weird with her voice when she was still around. But it's not to do with the dream, because Aventurine and Dr. Ratio's voices are completely normal in the dream. What's up with that?
Well, I'm sure you're aware of the high level of risk I'll be undertaking to bring the truth to light.
Mr. Aventurine, when you are out and about, do you always make adjustments to your appearance? Your tie should be on the center line. Your shirt must not protrude from your vest. Your trouser creases should be perfectly straight and always aligned with the tips of your shoes.
Make me feel like I have to check myself before I wreck myself. Tie is good? Yeah, okay.
Of course.
But I don't, because it's not appropriate to do so in public. You should make sure everything is presentable and in order before leaving the house. I'm not the kind that takes risks. The cornerstone must be in the custody of the family.
No room for negotiation.
Please, don't let me turn you down twice.
Oof.
Sure. The gift money is good enough. I suppose you wouldn't mind that. After all, a merchant can't function without a bargaining chip.
You compromised quicker than I thought. Unfortunately, it's a gambler that needs a bargaining chip, not a merchant. I can give you your gift money, but before that, I want you to tell me. The fact that you can decisively forsake the box you asked for, what exactly is stored in it?
Ooh.
Oh, triple-faced soul, please sear his tongue and palms with a hot iron, so that he will not be able to fabricate lies and make false vows.
Oh, he's doing some dream stuff.
What have you done?
Like when Robin did it on me earlier.
Under the light of the harmony, all wickedness is revealed. I implore them to shed their light, and I'll ask you questions on their behalf. Next, you have 113 seconds to prove your innocence and gain my trust.
Go damn, Sunday means business.
And if I refuse to answer?
You can try, and we'll see if the harmony rejects you. Question. Do you own a cornerstone?
Yes.
What a simple answer. You, too, understand that idle chatter leads only to poverty. Did you hand over the cornerstone to the family when you entered Penacony?
Yes.
Does the cornerstone you handed over to the family belong to you?
Yes.
Is your cornerstone in this room right now?
Yes.
Is your memory free from any kind of tampering or deletion, encompassing but not restricted to the techniques of the Garden of Recollection?
Yes.
Are you an Avgin from Sigonia?
Yes. You even know about that?
He knows everything, man.
Do the Avgins have any ability to read, tamper with, or manipulate one's own or another's mind?
No. Does it matter?
Do you love your family more than yourself?
Yes.
All the Avgins were killed in a massacre. Am I right?
No.
Are you your clan's sole survivor?
Perhaps.
Do you hate and wish to destroy this world with your own hands?
But that's a heavy question.
I don't know.
Interesting. Now, the final question. Can you swear that at this very moment, the Aventurine stone is safe and sound in this box?
Oh, Dr. Ratio smelled something. It's not in the box, is it?
Of course.
Looks like we can get an answer.
Oh, so he did give it up and it is in the box.
Open it, Mr. Aventurine. It's your last chance to defend your honor. Please.
Disapproving. But he smiled before.
What you're looking for?
Did he remove them from the box? He must have, right? And why are there two? System hours ago, do like Pavilion.
Since you came as promised, learned doctor, does this mean that you are willing to take the side of the family in this farce?
What makes you think you can convince me?
I've heard you haven't enjoyed Mr. Aventurine's company. I also understand that you're an avid learner who sees the pursuit of knowledge above all.
In that case, you ought to realize that a competent scholar knows their position and wouldn't forsake more vital matters for the sake of petty pride.
If you agree to assist the family, I'll share our research findings on the Stellaron. You must be quite aware that, besides the family, no other faction is willing to share such information.
Is there a Stellaron here?
Cut to the chase. What do you need from me?
I need Mr. Aventurine's comprehensive plan.
Haven't you confiscated his cornerstone? You can't expect a featherless bird to take flight.
But I've also heard the 10 elites in the Strategic Investment Department have united, progressing together in the interests of the IPC.
You'll have to speak more clearly than that.
The cornerstone, which Mr. Aventurine surrendered. Was it really his?
You question whether he would entrust you with someone else's cornerstone. The 10 Stonehearts aren't as united as you think. Cornerstones are significantly more precious to them than their very own lives.
But you know that he's a crazed gambler. The more vocal he is about it, the more cautious I must be.
I never imagined someone would share his way of thinking. Honestly, you should see a shrink.
Oh my god.
Bring it. The box containing the cornerstone is unique, and only IPC senior staff and related members can access it. But I happen to be among them.
Okay, so Sunday wanted to know that the cornerstone was in the box, so he made Dr. Ratio open the box, and that's when he removed it. He wasn't able to open it himself to verify that the stone was in there.
I appreciate it.
Unfortunately, your guess is correct.
Wait, is that not his cornerstone?
The golden stone. Its color and glow are similar to that of Klepoth's body.
This is the very ruse he intends to use to fool you. He won't reveal to you that the 10 stone hearts chisel their own will into the cornerstones, granting them an unparalleled radiance. And this golden stone is also known as a topaz, not Aventurine. And it belongs to Topaz.
Right.
So, do you wish to confront him?
He gave someone else's stone, but not his own, and that's why he's willing to part with it so easily.
Not at the moment. I'm more interested to know the location of his cornerstone.
Oh, God.
The safest place somewhere you'd never think of. Because he never intended to hide it. In fact, that cornerstone has been in your hands from the very beginning.
I see. This bag. Mixing a cornerstone, more precious than life itself, with a bunch of worthless jewels, disguised as a gift of money waiting to be confiscated, is indeed in line with Mr. Aventurine's style.
That's why he only wanted to gift money back.
Then he makes up some trivial excuse, downplaying the matter, and requests the gift money. This is a gamble, one he's all too familiar with, betting on your single misstep, leading to a total loss.
Learned doctor, I am grateful for your help. The family will surely reward a righteous person like you.
Oh, what are they gonna do with him now that they know he was lying? Oh no. I mean, Dr. Ratio's fine because he's been honest, but
As for the villain, I hope he retreats in humiliation.
Oh God.
It was all thanks to your friend with a keen eye that I could add a blot of utter failure to your storied career.
Ratio, you wretch.
Finally shown your true colors, huh? Oh, and just to remind you, you currently only have 17 system hours left to live. Treasure your remaining time and savor the delectable aftertaste of defeat.
What? 17 system hours left to live? And also, I can't believe Dr. Ratio just sold out Aventurine without any hesitation at all. Unless this is their grand plan together. This is crazy.
You might as well explain yourself a little more clearly.
What I performed on you just now was the Harmony's consecration. You were to show allegiance beneath the illumination of their grace. Yet you acted willfully, uttering nothing but falsehoods, transforming the consecration into a trial. I genuinely see no reason to absolve you from it.
Is this what the Harmony represents? But is it built upon constraint and coercion?
You misunderstand, Mr. Aventurine. Punishment is meant for the irreverent, but I have seen your resilient spirit and thus I offer you the possibility of a new beginning.
Wait, so when they do that thing on you, they put a mark of the harmony on you, and if you don't act honestly, then you die? Does that mean that the mark was placed on both Robin and Firefly? And oh my god, surely that can't be it, right? The family can't be trialing all their guests and killing the ones who aren't honest, right? Is this all some kind of sick test?
Throughout these 17 system hours, you will be unable to escape the dreamscape or contact any of your companions. You only have 2 paths before you, and it all depends on whether you can complete my test within the time limit. Should you succeed, you will be able to coalesce into the harmony and be with your family. If you fail, you will suffer the wrath of the eternal Centurion and fall into an abyss of doom.
Jeez. But coalesce means he becomes one with the harmony. And family being capitalized like that makes it sound like he's being absorbed into the harmony family rather than his own family. Or he'll suffer the wrath of the embodiment of harmony itself and fall into the abyss of doom. Jeez.
Sounds like I'm gonna end up the same either way.
Yeah, it kind of does, to be honest.
I indeed do need a servant to help me uncover the evil hidden in the family from an external perspective. I will purge the evil from the inside and bring the real culprits to justice within 17 system hours.
Yeah, so he's still hunting for whatever's happening. So he can't be connected to death.
When the time comes, compare your findings with mine. If both our findings align, or if you can provide me more insights, then they will truly be able to grant you mercy and honesty.
Shameless hypocrites. You took everything from me and still demand the truth? That isn't fair. Your carnival reeks with the stench of cash. Nothing is achievable without it.
This is meant to be an act of personal virtue, not requiring the family's support. Your bag is over there. Do as you please. I believe you can trade this bag of worthless jewels for everything you need. That's what gamblers excel at, isn't it? Off you go, Mr. Aventurine. You are free. I will wait here for your good news.
Goddamn, Sunday is kind of a menace. Who is that bird they keep clipping to?
This meeting isn't an interrogation or a negotiation. It's an outright execution.
Why would I do that, Mr. Aventurine? I'm just wondering what a passerby who stumbled upon a scene of a murder could have found out. That's all.
They're doing this to silence him. He can't tell anyone about anything now.
By the way, before you go, I have a personal question.
What is it now?
Do you truly wish to bring about the destruction of this world?
Kakavasha! Where did you go? Oh, are you injured?
Oh, we're back to the baby from that scene. Okay, yeah.
I got it back, sister.
You went to look for them? That's too dangerous. It's just a necklace. It's neither food nor water. We can survive without it. But I can't live without you, little brother. Promise me not to look for those catechins again, okay?
Sister, don't be afraid. The catechins are fools, but I'm smart. I played a game with them, and I won.
Won? What happened exactly? Tell me.
I made a bet with them. The 2 birds in the desert and me. Who will die first? I won. They suspected me of cheating, but I didn't. I won fair and square.
Of course you'd win. You've always been a lucky child. Gaiathra Triclops must be watching over you. But that's no reason to push your luck by going up against those bloodthirsty, cruel catechins. Have you forgotten how Mom and Dad... Look, this is just a necklace. But Kakavasha, you are my only family.
I'm sorry, sister. I thought you'd be happy. Because Mom left you this necklace.
So Kakavasha is obviously the original name Aventurine had before he became one of the 10 Stone Hearts. That means that each of the 10 Stone Hearts has their own original name that they don't seemingly use anymore. I wonder what the other ones are.
There'll be no next time.
It is important, but not as important as you, my dearest brother. I don't blame you, but you must remember what Mom said. Pain and poverty are the trials of Gayathra Triclops. She has also granted us a chance, and that's your good luck, Kakavasha. Your good luck is the most precious wealth we, all Avgin, have. You're a child blessed by Gayathra Triclops and can lead the clan to happiness. So always remember to protect yourself and never resent the pain and poverty you're going through. All right? Listen to me and swear to Gayathra Triclops.
Okay. We'll swear to Gayathra Triclops to protect this wealth. But sister, if Gayathra Triclops was really watching over us, then why did she not protect Dad when he was swept away by the quicksand? After all, Dad went to the Catechins' land only to prepare for Gayathra Triclops' offerings. And where was Gayathra Triclops when Mom was shivering in our arms? Mom was still pleading for Gayathra Triclops' forgiveness under her breath until the moment she closed her eyes. Sister, everyone praises me for being smart, but I don't get it. If every rain pour was Gayathra Triclops' forgiveness and grace, then how bad were our sins? So much so that we were born in this world of death?
Excuse me.
We're back in the real world now, aren't we? Hotel lobby point of view of Trailblazer. Yep.
I can't seem to find any information on this artist in the Iris family archives. The photo you provided also doesn't show any matches.
That's because Firefly wasn't part of the Iris family. She lied.
Just as I thought. I'd like to ask, what kind of traces do people leave when they enter a dream?
Are you referring to the records when you enter the dream pool? The equipment will monitor physiological indicators such as heart rate, blood oxygen levels, and body temperature in real time. This data will be included in statistics and handed over to the family for the screening of any data anomalies. Immediate action will be taken once any illegal behavior is detected.
Is it possible to access these records?
I apologize. The hotel does not have access. This information is managed by the Bloodhound family. We can only gain access if there's a problem.
Well, could we get in touch with the Bloodhound family somehow?
Looks like nothing can be found here.
At least we know who to look for next. We can ask the Bloodhound family for information.
Yeah.
Thank you for your assistance, Miss Allie. By the way, is Miss Robin doing fine? We are looking forward to her performance.
Fine? What does that mean? Is there something wrong with Miss Robin? The preparations for the Charmony Festival have been proceeding smoothly, so I guess things are pretty good. I believe she will be able to put on a spectacular show for all of you.
Right.
I'm sure. Sure enough, no one knows about Miss Robin. I'm not surprised. But that Miss Firefly is truly mysterious. There's no information on her in the hotel system. Even if she's a stowaway, she should have a disguised identity after entering the planet.
Right.
She's also in the running for the legacy. How is she going to sneak into the dreamscape unnoticed?
Because Acheron is probably even in the system, right?
Is there any other way to enter a dream? Besides the hotel room's dream pool?
If they've gotten help from a different memo keeper. Is Firefly the other person? No, she couldn't be another memo keeper because then Black Swan would have known. I'm gonna go with Stellaron Hunters.
The memo keepers have abilities that are difficult for normal people to comprehend. In the memory zone of Penacony, they thrive effortlessly, a fact proven to us by Black Swan. The hacker girl from the Stellaron Hunters used extraordinary means to unlock the Dreamscape Hotel's seal. According to the scene witnessed by him, it is likely that they are behind Miss Firefly's case.
The Garden of Recollection and the Stellaron Hunters. Both are possible, but what about the IPC? Since they want Penacony all for themselves, they're bound to have a plan.
Who are you guys?
What?
The Bravo team has arrived at their designated position, ready to execute armed evacuation operation. Boss, get moving!
The IPC guards are here to do something?
Armed evacuation? Boss, are you drunk?
What do you know? It's more efficient this way. Just don't let the director find out. Act first, report later. Understood?
That does not sound like a good order.
Help me! I spent all my year-end bonus on the snowball! I don't want my name on the department's major disciplinary notice!
Hey, check it out! That voice. Could it be the IPC workers from Bellabog?
That would be hilarious.
To all guests, the IPC will be conducting special operations within the hotel. Please follow the staff in charge of evacuation to the designated safe zones, or compulsory measures will be enforced.
I'll request a beating for you lot! You've been told not to drink during work hours.
Topaz is here.
Take him back to the hotel room. I'll organize a meeting later to properly go over how this incident report should be written.
Miss Topaz? I never thought I'd run into you on Penacony.
It makes sense that she's here since her gemstone is here.
Long time no see, Astral Express crew. Aventurine has told me a lot about your happenings. Huh?
It hasn't been that long.
It's fine. Do as they ask and try to avoid any conflicts with the family. Report to me before taking any action. Yes. All right.
She's still really fighting these IPC guards. They don't seem to listen.
As you see, the IPC isn't very popular here on Penacony. Cordiality from the family is a mere facade. The former frontier prison has turned around and cuffed its shackles on the IPC staff now. Only Aventurine, who carries an invitation, is allowed to attend the banquet. An entourage like us, we can only sit around in the reality hotel, unauthorized to even enter dreams.
That sounds so boring for you guys, but it might be the safest thing too.
No wonder Aventurine's scrambling to partner up with someone. The IPC can't back him up in the dreamscape.
His situation isn't optimistic, I hear. You're all helping to investigate some dirt on the family, are you not? Let me know if you need anything outside the dreamscape. The IPC always treats its partners well.
Thank you, Miss Topaz. We're on our way to the Hounds to verify some intel. Perhaps you've had dealings with them?
Yep. They're tailing us right now. Why not go and talk to them? It'll take the spotlight off me. Being constantly stared at is really uncomfortable.
Understandable. Hey, you too.
We're carrying out our captain's orders. What do you want?
Captain Gallagher? Or...
We made a mistake last time, and we're working hard to rectify it now. We don't have time for anything else. Surveilling the IPC executive Topaz, ensuring that she stays put at the Reverie Hotel during her time on Penacony. We've got the right one this time.
So that's it. They were the pair who were after Firefly at the time.
We meet again.
It's you again. Back for more trouble? We're not afraid of you this time.
Well, spit it out. Stop bothering us if you've nothing important.
So you know each other. Why do you keep running into people you've beaten up before?
When's our lunch break? Mungwi? I've got business with your captain. Where is he?
That's right. We're investigating a murder for the family. Can we speak to your captain about the case?
Hey! The security officer instructed everyone to shut their traps before he returned from Dream's Edge.
Dream's Edge?
What murder? You'd better stop spouting nonsense.
Yeah, that's right. We have nothing to report. Please leave.
And no, okay. No murder, yeah.
Looks like they're not going to cooperate. But they did at least tell us that the captain is at Dream's Edge.
Exactly.
Why don't we just look for the security officer then? It's probably Gallagher, the one he mentioned, right?
That's what I want to know. Is it actually him or is he lying? Optional, talk to Topaz or head to Dream's Edge. Yeah, we'll talk to her.
How does it feel to be in business with Aventurine? I bet you're not used to it.
He's a lot.
That's just his style. All or nothing is his mantra. He's always cozying up to his clients while egging them on to undertake some dangerous assignment with him. But everyone has their merits, so I won't comment further. But Aventurine's luck has always been good. He's always closed all his cases without a hitch and basically never lost a gamble. Which is why, on the issue of retaking Penacony, I'm watching with keen interest.
Yeah, that front ain't doing great at the moment, but Trailblazer doesn't know that. It only works when all parties' interests are aligned.
Of course. It's business after all. What's important is where you're seated at the table. As for the two cases, apologies, but I don't have much info on them either. All I can do is ask you to keep digging for more details.
I so wish that I was working with Topaz instead of Aventurine because she just feels easier to work with. Personality is just more pleasant to be around. Okay, let's head to Dream's Edge.
Such tight security. I bet they're stumped by the case as well. Gallagher. Gallagher. Where could he be?
I see him right over here.
Apologies. The Bloodhound family is running an investigation up ahead. No unauthorized personnel allowed. Hold on a minute. I think I've seen you before. The gray-haired one.
Hi.
How much trouble have you stirred up exactly on Penacony?
Yeah, it's alright, it's a me, Cluckyo. This ain't it, Chief, you got the right guy.
Not possible. It was you the last time yelling about some clockwork friendship while beating me up with that silver-haired girl.
I sound like a lunatic.
I'm not letting you get by this time. Please leave, or I'll have to get on my knees and beg you.
We can use clockwork on him.
Huh? What kind of heinous crime have you committed now?
I do sound like a criminal when he puts it like that.
Hold on, sir. We have documents authorized by the family that would aid your investigation. If it wouldn't trouble you, could we see this Mr. Gallagher?
Who exactly is this Gallagher you keep talking about? There have been a few people mentioning this name. Even the one with the gray hair.
What do you mean?
He didn't send you all here?
It was the security officer who dispatched us. That's all I can divulge.
He's not a cartoon character because people can see him. What do you mean you don't know who Gallagher is?
He'll do. He's the one we've been looking for.
Sorry, no can do. The boss said that since it's a matter of the family's reputation, no one's allowed through. Everyone, please leave. There's really no need for us to make things difficult for each other, right?
I could beat you up again. I mean, that's always an
We're
option.
really sorry for troubling you. Let's think of another way.
Another way. That's it! Didn't they say something about that? What was it? Clockwork? That got this guy to change his mind?
That's what I was thinking.
Can you perform it again? That, clocky magic.
Just what I've been waiting for.
Please?
You and this Bloodhound family member have met before, and you know he's very upright, but you're also aware that principles sometimes don't matter when a person is in a good mood. We want to turn him into a happy guy, but what happens if we turn him into an angry guy? Or no, maybe a sad guy. Principal Bloodhound family member emotions and return to sad.
You lot insist on doing this.
Sorry, but human lives and the family's reputation are at stake. It is imperative we know everything about the case.
No, I meant to say, do I really have to get down on my knees and grovel?
If you don't mind.
I didn't think you were the type who would kick someone when they were down. If that's the case, I'll just have to acquiesce to everyone's wishes. Lower my esteemed head and plead with everyone.
Oh, this poor guy.
No. No need. Standing is just fine. You don't need to do that.
Looks like he still doesn't want to budge an inch.
Okay, so you do just get access to extra dialogue. What if I make him angry?
You punk. Why can't you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Oh, that's a movie reference.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
The security officer's word is absolute law. I've told you that place up ahead is off limits. To wind, to rain, even if the Dream Master was here, they aren't getting in.
It doesn't rain in Golden Hour.
That's just a metaphor. A metaphor. Don't you get it? Oh, I'm warning you. If you keep insisting, I'm gonna have to show you my true power.
He looks kinda angry now. Should we?
And that's my bad. Come at me, bro. You dare defy me and my baseball bat?
Humans will never understand one another.
Oh, great. Even if Klipop were here, they wouldn't be able to protect him.
There is no meaning to death and defiance. Why do you not understand? Sweet Dreams Troop, charge! Teach them a lesson they won't forget!
No, they're actually attacking us. Show us your ultimate.
Memories are ever changing. Beneath the silent waters lies an endless abyss.
That is a cool ultimate.
Ill tidings manifest.
Am I destined to relive this outcome? Looks like you and I have been plunged into a cycle of despair.
I do feel a bit bad for messing with this guy.
What's he talking about?
However, this time, I will sever the chains of tragedy. The only way any of you will pass is over my dead body.
Oh my.
He doesn't have to be so melodramatic, does he?
Looks like he still doesn't want to budge an inch.
Even though we beat him, we'd still... Okay. That was a funny Easter egg, but let's stop bothering this guy, make him happy.
Let me see what time it is now. Whoa, it's this time already. What? Time to clock out. And no one's gonna stop me.
The highly principled member of the Bloodhound family laughs heartedly and left the scene.
What?
It's the power of clockwork.
This clockwork trick of yours, it's kinda dangerous.
At least he won't be getting in our way again. Let's go find that Gallagher and ask him the intricacies of the case.
I want to know his real name.
I was wondering what all the commotion was. Huh. Oh, it's you guys. Welcome. Since you made it here, what can I do for you?
You could tell me your real name. Why is it not Gallagher? Why does nobody know you?
Hello, Mr. Gallagher, sir. Judging from your tone, it sounds like you were expecting us.
Is it some kind of security thing? Does nobody know his real name because of a security thing? Is it something they've done to everyone in the... But how can we remember his name? The Bloodhound it doesn't make sense. Unless he's modified people's memories into making them think he's the head of the Bloodhound gang when he's not. And they just know him as the officer, but they don't know his real name.
Miss Himiko, you're too polite. There's no need to call me sir.
Mr. Gallagher, you even know my name.
Of course I do. You folks are from the legendary Astral Express and honorable guests of the Watchmaker. I had an encounter with this gentleman in the golden hour. I remember that little silver-haired girl was there too.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for what happened to that kid.
That's exactly what the family has ordered us to investigate.
This is also the reason why we've come to visit you, Mr. Gallagher. The Express can't just overlook the death of that child. So we've decided to help the family get to the bottom of it, in the hopes of getting justice for her.
The Nameless involved with the family. What an unpredictable twist of fate.
Why? What's wrong with the family?
It's nothing. On Penacony, everyone loves the family.
Uh-huh.
No matter how much one resists the beautiful dream, when the time comes, they too will find it hard to let go. Who wants to leave a warm nest? Just idiots, little kids, and inebriated fools.
Okay.
Mr. Gallagher seems to be getting at something.
Yeah.
You got it wrong. I'm not. You want to discuss the case? Sure. Come with me. This is not a good place to talk. Let's go elsewhere.
At this moment, on the other side.
Even after that chilling tragedy, this dream is still running effortlessly. Other than the family of the Harmony, it's hard to imagine any other power in the universe that could sustain a building of such magnitude.
The family itself is a huge, perfect building, like a living idol. Each member of the family sees themselves as a piece of the divine puzzle, revolving around a singular core and a shared ideal. Under their command, they loyally fulfill their roles, offering themselves while also receiving sustenance in return.
Interesting analogy. Perhaps that's why Penacony's beautiful dream has persisted for so long.
But the human body has its limits, and so does the divine's.
That doesn't sound like the kind of comment a Galaxy Ranger would make.
Just pointing out the facts. Mr. Yang will definitely have a better sense of what's going on than I do.
Why do you say that, Miss Acheron?
The beautiful dream is crumbling. But not because of a particular eon, a particular faction, or a particular visitor. Its collapse stems from a certain inevitability of human nature. The family refuses to acknowledge this, and it has ultimately backfired and become a catalyst. As people immerse their souls in the dreamscape, where consequences and pain cease to exist, and only ease and pleasure prevail, they draw closer and closer to necrosis. Regardless of the perceived bliss, death looms as the inevitable conclusion.
It feels like she's kind of reflecting on her own past when saying this, you know? Like her planet was destined to be absorbed by the black hole and all.
Also, this necrosis will diffuse and spread. One piece of the puzzle's mutation will eventually cause the entire building to shake, break, and crumble.
In the end, the dreams that people built in the name of freedom became the cage that imprisoned them. I'm sure you've gained a lot from this trip, Miss Acheron. Are you willing to share your findings with me?
Of course. That's if I remember.
She says this as her hand gently rests on the hilt of the sword. And then quickly lets go in the blink of an eye. That was a bit weird.
don't mind me. It's just a habit. Owing to events in the past, I've become easily forgetful. It's only when this sword is unsheathed that those hazy memories start to become clearer.
Okay.
Take your time.
That should do it. I vividly remember everything that occurred on Penacony. Ask away.
Regarding the moment of daybreak.
The moment of daybreak. I've heard that's where the Dawn Factory, which processes the foundation of the Dreamscape, is located.
Behind the Dreamscape's song and dance stand many imagination factories. Workers create all kinds of whimsical works day in and day out in their dreams. Then they return to reality and sleep on a narrow bed in a room. A far cry from luxury. They say it will suffice. Experiencing the bizarre and motley dreamscape is the best reward. There I encountered a young woman who had just come of age. The perfect time to indulge in beautiful dreams. Her greatest wish was to one day move to the golden hour and see the magnificent garments she had woven with her own hands. For certain reasons, her wish was difficult to fulfill. But I managed to bring her a garment.
Regarding the Gilded Hour.
Gilded Hour. It's said to be Penacony's currency center.
Oh, okay.
Yes. It is a fortress-like financial city, the economic heart of the dreamscape. The Pepeshi people of the Alfalfa family are there to keep it running, sending blood that is made from money everywhere on Penacony.
Blood made from money.
Everyone there is exquisitely dressed and always in a hurry. The greatest wish of the local Pepeshi people is for their future generations to work in the Gilded Hour.
That's kind of bleak.
I've never met anyone who was willing to talk. I could only stand at the crossroads, watching crowds of people hurrying like the wind through the jungle of steel, only to deposit the alfalfa credits that they'd earned into the bank's vault. I don't know if they would open the vault door, but before I left, I witnessed a well-dressed Pepeshi person plummet from the sky, while those around him continued on their way, unfazed.
Jeez. Couldn't take it anymore, huh? Damn. That's dark, dude. About the Blue Hour.
I hear the Blue Hour is very romantic. Do you have any tales to share?
Perhaps Mr. Yang has heard. There is a large boat called the Eventide, anchored along the Sea of Dreams, where soft music and dancing persist endlessly every night. I ran into a wizened lady there. She was at the dock, waiting for her long-departed lover to return, waiting for countless hours within time that stood still. In the humid sea breeze, she spoke of her own youth. Like many who desired wealth and love, they came to Penacony to pursue their dreams. Alas, her lover's consciousness was lost in the dark depths of the Sea of Dreams. Finally, she suggested we continue our conversation on a boat in the shallows. I agreed and boarded the boat with her. But she never said anything. Her eyes absent-mindedly gazing at the horizon for what seemed like forever. Finally, we retreated to the beach.
Acheron's seen some weird events in this place. About the moment of dusk.
The dreamscape of chic, luxury, and consumerism, the moment of dusk. My companions have been there too.
Then you all must have seen those who are attempting to realize their dreams. Or have realized them. Scattering money as if it were dust and betting it on all or nothing. Everything has a price, and everything can be bought or sold. Even dreams themselves.
Dreamscape sales store.
I saw an Intellitron there, who was preparing to auction himself. When someone wins a bid under stipulated periods and rules, he would do the buyer's every bidding, becoming that person's very possession.
Uh-huh.
That Intellitron had been auctioned off a dozen times, and I participated in his 13th. That was the grandest banquet I had ever attended. But never again did anyone cast another glance at him. This time around, there were no successful bids for him.
Weird.
This is what I've seen and heard along the way. Someone once said to me, Penacony wasn't like this a long time ago, nor should it be.
It doesn't sound great for the people who live here.
I've traveled through the reality and dreamscape of the planet of festivities, watched the tides of night rise and fall when time stopped for people, where the spirits of the rich and impoverished remain forever fixed on their own scales. This is why I think the collapse of the beautiful dream is inevitable.
There might be a way to change everything.
Perhaps. But if this is indeed the world that people desire, if this is precisely why life chooses to slumber, should we still seek to change it?
Deep.
Miss Acheron, now it's my turn to share a story with you. There was a man from my homeland who, at a time when the world was grappling with deep, unhealable pain, made a choice. He wove together the dreams of everyone in the world, linking people's dreamscapes, and shouldered this burden himself. From this, he created a giant, a spiritual atom. And since that moment, the giant stood between heaven and earth, becoming the pillar of the world's existence. As a price, those who found it hard to move forward, who could not advance, forever lost their future.
Survival of the fittest.
They slumbered in a dream, devoid of disaster and pain, living out their days peacefully in the man's created utopia. And it is because of the wishes of those people who wished not to awaken that this spiritual atom became unbreakable.
And yet, you stand here right now, which also means that man failed.
Because people must always move towards the future. Even if human weaknesses make them pause when they truly cannot move forward, humanity will eventually seek a way to save itself. And that man, he was never a failure. Like everyone in that world, he etched the possibilities of human nature into his heart. He was the sun chaser of legend, soaring towards the sky and embracing his final victory with his fall. He ascended to heights uncharted, only to come face to face with the sun, a place not visited by anyone before. His wings would melt because of it, only for him to fall into the sea. And after that,
he flew too close to the sun.
Countless others would surpass him, soaring to even greater heights.
A fitting metaphor for the Nameless's trailblazing spirit. Thank you, Mr. Yang. I know what you wish to confirm. The universe has innumerable similar, yet different worlds. In these worlds, there are innumerable people who look alike, yet don't. I, too, have embarked on journeys, encountering old friends with familiar faces on different worlds, witnessing their destinies follow paths similar to mine. So I will tell you.
They must be talking about the characters between the Hoyoverse games that have similar appearance, but do different things, live different lives.
Even if not completely similar, the story you just told, it overlaps with my past. And within that abyssal dream, I ended that man's life. Alone. I am not who you think I am. Nor will my home be as fortunate as your world.
I am sorry.
It's fine. I don't mind, so long as I can alleviate your suspicions.
There's something I still wish to know, Miss Acheron. Under that representation of the hunt, exactly what sort of power is it that has motivated your solitary journey thus far?
Mr. Yang, before answering that question, I wish to continue the previous topic. I like your analogy very much. Indeed, birds are born to fly. But in a distant past, their ancestors could only gaze at the sky in envy. They saw that faraway ray of light from above the heavens, piercing through the clouds and blanketing the earth. And so, time and time again, generation after generation, the birds spread their wings and took to the sky, attempting to touch its ceiling, all because the sun was there. Then, what if the last bird finally soars into the sky, only to realize that the end of the light is not the sun, but darkness? Then why, exactly, do we even walk towards the light?
Oh, we're back to Black Swan now. This quest bounces all over the place in perspectives, doesn't it?
Long time no see. Having fun on Penacony? Acheron?
Whose voice is that?
This voice, it's not Constance. Could it be her companion?
Though I don't know exactly what you are, or what you're up to, my bullets will find you. Until then, you best find a casket store on Penacony and ask the owner to reserve a good quality casket for you, imposter.
Jeez. Some kind of cowboy. He's got a cowboy accent.
Imposter? I see. She gave my whereabouts to someone who's tracking Acheron too. Who are you?
Huh? Did I make a mistake? Who the fudge are you?
I'm the Garden of Recollections memo keeper.
Not bad. This is the kind of tough challenge I like. You that imposter's bodyguard? Never mind. It's fine. I'll leave a round for you. So get that forehead clean and wait for me.
Just gonna casually shoot her.
I don't know what you're talking about, but you know Acheron, the Galaxy Ranger, yes? I have something to ask you.
Are you asking me to write your will? Sure. Go ahead.
Not quite. I only want to ask, how exactly did she become a Galaxy Ranger? She's clearly not a path strider of the hunt, but you are, aren't you? Tell me, what's Acheron's deal?
Sure. Never thought I'd come across an ally. Fudge, what a stroke of luck.
Oh, so now they're friends. Okay.
I'll be on Penacony soon. Memo keeper, go buy a bottle of Donna's White Oak and warm it up. And I'll raise a glass to you. That lady's passed. Well, nobody knows. But if all you want is a simple answer, sure, you best get a chair and take a seat. That woman, named Acheron, is an emanator who should not exist.
Should not exist. Is it because she was supposed to be engulfed in the black hole with her world? But because she became an emanator, she was essentially blessed to survive that encounter? Okay, back to Aventurine now.
You look pale. Or is that also part of your act?
didn't think you'd have the nerve to show yourself.
I thought this was exactly what you wanted. After all, I faithfully fulfilled my duties as you instructed. Just tell me if you can't hold on any longer.
So, the genius of the Council of Mundanites wants to be my Undertaker now. My, what an honor.
Yes, and I'm pretty sure the people at the Strategic Investment Department would love to be notified of your death in due time. But let's not forget, you won't be seeing them, because I'm the manager of this task.
Great. Then tell your people that Aventurine is ready to go in 17 system hours.
Oh, you've got a lot of nerve. How exactly do you plan on completing your task while your hands are tied by the Harmony?
My conversation with Sunday convinced me that there's a traitor in the family. They hold the secrets of Penacony. So, I took the opportunity to set everything in motion. I even managed to recover the gift money. Things haven't gone this smoothly since I walked through the doors of the Reverie. Now I'm only one step away from victory. Let's just wait and see.
He became so confident for someone who's very pale because his plans completely, seemingly unraveled just then.
Sounds like a very elaborate way of saying that you failed.
That's all I can say. Have you forgotten, Doctor? You betrayed me. Go. Do what you must. I look forward to the sight of the IPC fleet surrounding Penacony. You've achieved what you desired, haven't you?
That's true, but what's your plan? Did you conceal an orbital support beacon in that gift money bag?
It feels like Dr. Ratio thinks Aventurine has an ace up his sleeve, but Aventurine's talking as if he's not got that.
Well, who knows? Maybe that's why I'm handing out cash even when I'm about to bite the dust.
You are indeed a gambler. An insane one at that.
I don't think Aventurine's just gonna give up. He surely got some kind of final trick.
Maybe I am. Who knows?
He sounds incredibly defeated though in his voice. But it also doesn't feel like Dr. Ratio is taking this very seriously in the sense that he betrayed him.
Fine. Here, take this. Open it when you're on your last legs. You'll thank me.
What is that?
What's this? Medical advice?
Or it kind of has the same thing as his shoulder pad, I'm not sure. Oh, what the?
You catch on pretty fast, Doctor.
Always got that thing in his head.
Asking me to solve a case without giving a single clue. How typical of you, wing-headed scoundrel. But the way you're all on edge about that stowaway, it's just as I guessed it would be. As for now, let the reign of wealth from the IPC fall evenly on everyone.
Munda Knight's Insight. A most exquisite scroll holding a doctor's prescription within. Dr. Ratio advises you to only unveil it at the moment of life or death. You look distressed. Is something troubling you? If so, you can figure it out yourself. Things are getting tense. The stakes are high. I'm freaking out a little bit on the inside. And that means this is the perfect place to end for today. Let's find out what happens next time on Penacony.